The weed, the lean, the guns, to whom did they belong?
So the answer is that we really don't know, and we don't know for two reasons.
Did they belong to any member of Migos?
Not that I know of. And the burden has never been on me or any of the other hardworking lawyers that represented the total of 15 people. One of the issues that we've had from this case from its inception almost 9 months ago at the first hearing was, has there been an attempt to determine the ownership of any of the guns? Namely, has there been any attempt to do fingerprint identification through the ATF? We now know that through reports that we received that no fingerprints as tested by the ATF matched anybody that was in the vehicle. But we also know that there was hired security that had the right to possess weapons that were in there. But that apparently was of no interest to law enforcement in this case, or to the prosecution in this case, because they just globally held everybody responsible for every single weapon. As far as the lien's concerned, it was a very easy way to resolve that, and that is get a search warrant for urine and/or blood and see who had lean in their system, that is, who had codeine in their system. There was no attempt to do that because it was the easy way out. Let's just charge everybody. The same thing with the marijuana, less than an ounce. There were guns there. There was private security that was hired to escort and to accompany Migos on the 225 plus miles from Atlanta down to Statesboro. Apparently, pursuant to what we heard in testimony and the contract between Migos and Georgia Southern, security was there who was armed. When law enforcement met them, nobody affiliated with this group attempted whatsoever to bring weapons onto the Georgia Southern University campus. In fact, looking at the reports that were filed, everything was in closed bags, zipped up and closed. Okay? They then walked with law enforcement to the concert where they were wanded before they walked onto the stage, performers and those that were with them from their support group. So nobody left the vehicle with a weapon. Not one person. In fact, the accurate way of looking at this is that everybody associated who had a weapon clearly respected the law.